Previous time we discussed what are impure substances and their type, that is the mixture, and the mixture's type, that is the heterogeneous mixture and the homogeneous mixture. So if I repeat what I said previously, that a heterogeneous mixture is a non-uniform compositioned mixture. That means it has physically distinct part. For example, the chalk powder solution, it has a physically distinct part of the chalk powder layer and the water as well. And the homogeneous mixture, that is the sugar solution, in which you cannot distinguish between the sugar and the water. So I think you've got a basic idea what is a homogeneous mixture and a heterogeneous mixture, and now discuss at length about their properties. First, taking the homogeneous mixture, only the homogeneous mixture. So let's go on to the homogeneous mixture. And it's a huge cycle. So, type of impure substances, mixture. Type of mixture, homogeneous mixture. And type of homogeneous mixture is a solution. So, let's go on. Solution. So, a solution, first of all, is an homogeneous mixture. So it has a uniform composition. That means it has mixed uniformly throughout, and you cannot just distinguish between it. In the example of the sugar solution, you cannot distinguish between the sugar and the water. I got it right? So let's go on. So a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances, which I have already told you, and particles are smaller than 1 nanometer. That means the particles are so small, tiny that you can see. Can you see the particles of sugar and water separately in a solution? That means the particles are too small, too tiny for your the naked eyes to see. And then comes a beam of light is not visible. Because of the particles small size, it cannot scatter a beam of light. So the path of the light is not visible to your eyes. And thus, it cannot be filtered out. So if you try filtering a sugar solution, would you be able to do so? Would you get the sugar out of the water? It's not possible because it's a solution. It cannot be, filtered out. And it is, stable. If you leave it for a while, for example, you have made a sugar solution, just fresh, and you leave it for 30 minutes, say 30 minutes, and will it, settle down? Will the sugar settle down? No, it will stay into the solution. That means it's stable. Now let's go on and talk about concentration. But first, going on to the concentration sort of thing, let me discuss at length what is the solvent and the solute. So, solute is present in the smaller quantity and it is mixed inside the solvent. And a solvent is present in a large quantity and it is in which the solute is mixed. For example, in the sugar solution, the solute would be our sugar and the solvent would be our water. And if we take any other solution, salt solution, then our solute would be the salt and our solvent would be, the water. And from the book you can get some more examples like the tincture of iron, a tincture of iodine, in which the solute is the iodine and the solvent is the alcohol. So, solute and solvent, I'll repeat what they are once again. It is present usually in smaller quantity and it is mixed inside the solvent. And solvent, it is present in larger quantity. It is in which the solute is mixed. So, you gotta go with solute and solvent. I hope you have understood. It's not a difficult thing Now let's go on to the concentration. Concentration. Basically what the word concentration means, your ability to focus. Yeah, I can concentrate on that word. Yeah, I can concentrate on this. Yeah, I have a good concentration power, but I'm not talking about that concentration, dear friends. I'm talking about the amount of solute present in unit volume of a solution. So in a solution, how much of solute is present in the unit volume of that solution is called our concentration. So we got the definition for concentration is the amount of solute present in the unit volume of the solution. So there are two ways of finding the concentration for a mixture, that is the mass by mass and mass by volume. So in mass by mass, the formula for mass by mass is the mass of the solute upon the mass of the solvent into 100, and mass by volume would be mass of solute upon volume of solvent into 100. So you will have to solve numerical based on these problems, and you'll use this formula either mass by mass or volume by mass depending upon your question. So let's go on its solubility. Now I've told you what is the concentration, and I'm going on to the next topic, that is the solubility. Amount of solute present by weight in unit volume of a liquid, of a solid is called in constant temperature. That's not you're heating the temperature or you're losing the temperature and then you say solubility. What's it, man? At a constant temperature, the amount of solute which can be added inside a solution is called the solubility of the substance. So I think we've got the solubility of a substance. So based upon the solubility, you have some three types of solutions. That is the saturated solution, the amount of solute is maximum at the given temperature in a solution, then it's said to be a saturated solution. That means that you cannot add any more of the solute inside your solution at a given temperature. It is 22 degrees Celsius or 24 degrees Celsius. You cannot add any more of it. Then that is called a saturated solution. For example, only 2 spoons of sugar can be added at 22 degrees Celsius. Is that not? You add 3 or 4. If you add 3 or 4, the 3 or 4 will form a separate layer at the base of your glass, or it won't be mixed up properly. So only 2 spoons would be added. Otherwise it would become physically distinct. So it is called the solubility. If it has the maximum solvent present in the solution at a given temperature, then it's said to be a saturated solution. I think you've got it. I got a little energetic. So an unsaturated solution. If the amount of the solute is less inside the solution, then more can be added inside it. Then you say it as an unsaturated solution. For example, if 2 spoons of sugar can be added inside water at a given temperature and you add only 1, then it would be a unsaturated solution. But if you add 2 of them, then it would be a saturated solution. And if you add 4 of them and increase the temperature so that you mix 4 of them, then it would be a supersaturated solution. Okay, so I think you've got the saturated solution and the unsaturated solution, and I'm gonna give you some information for your benefit, that is the supersaturated. When you increase the temperature in order that more of your solute is dissolved inside the solution, then you make a supersaturated solution. In the sweet shops, you must have seen something like chashni. They continuously heat it up so that more and more sugar can be added. And if you cool it down, you'll get just lots and lumps of sugar inside it. And so it's heated up continuously, so you get that chashni sort of thing, which is very, very sweet. And so I think you've got the solubility, saturated solution, unsaturated solution, and super saturated solution.